the like button, the upvote button. We're about to start. Click the hearts button. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. CXAI. I'm going to show you the charts in just a second. We are literally breaking out. We have a breakout confirmation. We have a breakout confirmation, and this is what you want to watch for. This is what you want to watch for. Hang on a second. Let me just pull up the chart. Man, this thing is okay. Here we go. Okay, let me just pull this up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so what we're looking at is CXAI right here. We have a golden cross on the 30-minute chart. I told you that this would break out once it's happening now. We're in the very early stages. We touched 55 cents, which is not a big deal. By the way, we do have volume. We have big volume, 5 million shares, which is like 10 times more than normal. Yesterday we had 30 million. Obviously, the second day is much less. But take a look. Again, you got a breakout. You have a confirmation. Now, here is the big one. This is the big one, okay? This is it. The 1 hour charts. This is very, very important. This is like a rocket taking off right there. That breakout where you see that breakout above the green line, that's a 200 moving average on the 1 hour chart. That's your 1 hour chart. CXAI, it's a big deal. We have a confirmation. Why? Because we have 1 bar, 2 bars. We got 2 bars, and we're about to moon. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because it's very obvious what's going on. I mean, you'd have to be blind not to realize what's going on. They're blowing leaves outside. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear the noise. Where do we think we finished today? We finish at $5 today. I think it goes all the way up to 10x today. No, but at least I think we go to 65 cents. I think we get to 60, 62 cents. By the way, we have a live stream with the CEO tomorrow. CEO live stream is tomorrow. We're going to have him on. That's where you're going to get the real insights into what is going on. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 5-minute charts. 5-minute charts show the breakout confirmed. 15-minute charts. Yeah, there we go. Look, this thing wants to go higher. Take a look at this. By the way, it's 1 o'clock. So the moon time is about to start because everybody's just, everybody's getting their lunch break right now. You see what's going on? You see that uptrend? It's making higher highs, stair step. Okay. You see what's going on? And we have a golden cross. That's your buy signal, and that's your 15-minute chart. So this is about to moon. I know it's very frustrating. I know it is very frustrating. It's frustrating for me when I start the live stream because I'm expecting it. I'm not, I only do the live streams when I'm expecting the stock to explode. And what happens is, listen, you can't time these. Nobody knows when. I mean, you could see what's happening, but a lot of times the big move happens right after you're done. You can't time it perfectly because, I'm trying to say, okay, it's going to happen at 1 o'clock in this hour. The reality is I'm probably right. I don't know. Is it half the time? I don't think I'm right half the time. I think I'm right maybe 35% of the time. If you guys, maybe 30% of the time. But when I'm right, it really, by the way, I'm not trying to brag. This is all chart stuff. It's not like any secret. Get my book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, link above in the bio. It'll tell you how to read these charts. Are there options on this? No. Hang on a second. No way. Wait, there are calls on CXAI? I don't believe that. No. Are there? There's no way. Wait. I wasn't aware of that. Wait. Come on. Holy shit. This I had no idea. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh my god. This is actually very, very, very bullish. Holy shit. Oh my God. Somebody made $6,000. Okay. Hang on a second, guys. Yeah. I had no. I mean, most of the time when we get involved with the stock, there's no options on because they're cheap or whatever. So I didn't even bother to. I had no idea. But take a look. By the way, if you want to make the big bucks, it's in the options. Now the question is this. They're very expensive because I'm looking at the January. We have an implied volatility 300% implied volatility, which is crazy. So they're very expensive, even at a nickel for 250 strike price. Now if we get into December, we have a 250 call. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense actually. It doesn't make any sense because it's not going to get to 250. There's no way by December 19th it goes to 250. There's just no way. I'm just telling you, even though I'm bullish, there's just no way. But you may have, you could have the option move up because of the volatility. Like if this thing goes to $1, that option, that's a nickel. Okay, if the stock goes to $1, I don't have my calculator, but if the option 587% implied, if the stock goes to $1, that means that this option, I'm assuming, would go to 25 cents. It might go to 25 cents. I don't know. I'm sure somebody has an option calculator that has that analysis. Yeah. But I would say this. Hang on. Oh shit! Look at this. This is crazy. I had no idea you have wait. This makes no sense. There are February calls on this thing. Okay, there's February calls on. Okay. So, I didn't even know that there's options in this. I had no idea. I'm looking now and I realize, wow, there are February calls. So the money is in the February options, the February calls. February 20 expiration. There's a 50 cent call. It's a 20 cents ask price. Actually, the dollar. I think the dollar is the one to get. Okay, the dollar. This open interest 1,500. Okay, so if you buy. Okay, so guys, if you want to be a degenerate, actually you're not being a degenerate. I think it actually makes sense. I'm not giving advice. But I think the money is in. If you want to take a risk, look, here's the reality. Either the stock moves or it doesn't move. That's the reality, and it's going to happen in a month. Either it doubles or it dies. Bottom line, this stock either doubles in the next couple of weeks or it's basically a dog. Our stocks, either they go right away or, I'm betting this goes, right? Everything that the charts are telling us this goes. This option, February dollar call, the February $1 strike is, here we go. I had no idea. By the way, this is not advice. This is not any type of financial advice, but we got a February call, February $1 strike, 15 cent ask price. If you can pick this up for a dime, okay, if you can get this for a dime, I actually think that's a very, very good deal because I believe that you may have a crazy. And by the way, if you do that, you should load up because listen, it's $10 basically, right? If you get 100 of those, okay, you get 100 of those at 10. If you get 100, if you're able to get 100, even at 15, that's a $1,500 bet, right? It's a $1,500 bet, right? If the stock goes to $1, if it doubles in the next week, that call is probably going to be 30 cents. No, it's got to be. I think it goes to 50 cents. I think it goes to 30. It's actually okay. So it's not that big of a deal. But what if the stock goes to $2? If the stock goes to $2, you basically are going to make almost 10 times your money if you get it at 10 cents. Because actually, if it goes to $2 in the next, no, I think, it's hard to analyze the option where the option is going to be based on the volatility. And I haven't been involved in options in a long time. This is crazy stuff. Yeah, there's a lot. This is actually pretty insane. February calls. Okay, this guy Daniel Cifuentes. Yeah, the February calls. Which ones did you get? Because I'm looking here. Which ones? Now the crazy thing is, there's a $1.50 call, which also is actually it's a nickel. The bid is a nickel, 5 to 15. Okay, so I don't know if these numbers are real. 7 cents. Last trade. Oh no! The last trade was 7 cents. So somebody bought the February dollar call. Is that you, Daniel? Somebody's buying the February $1 call. I think whoever bought that February call at 7 cents or is buying them, I don't know. It looks like there's a 14 that traded, so that's not a lot. It's like $100. But I'm telling you right now, if you can get that February call for, let's call it under a dime, it's a smart bet. Okay. Really surprising. Okay. These fucking guys. I mean, these leaf. This is going to be crazy here. The leaf blowers. $20. Oh, the 50 and the $1. Okay, the 50 cents and the $1. So, okay, the 50 cents. Okay, yeah, 50 cents. So the 50 cents, but yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense to buy the 50-cent one? Because it's kind of in the money already. You're basically, it's almost like you're buying the stock on margin. Because look, here's the reality: the stock is going to move or it's not. Either it goes to $2 or $1.50, or it goes to zero. Basically, there's the bet. I don't think it's going to go to zero, but it could drop. You never know with these things. You never know. I never say these things are going to the moon. But yeah, the calls. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Let's get to the. Okay. Here. Okay. Yeah, this is annoying. This StreamYard is not showing the banner. And my chart is not loading. I think my internet is frozen here. Okay. This is ridiculous. Okay. Fucking this Yahoo Finance. I mean, I like their charts, but they're getting. I mean, every time I want to leave this thing. It's not letting me get to the chart. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, one second. Okay, it's 113, and we're 113, and we're about to go. 113. Okay, so we're looking at the 5-minute chart. Now I thought we'd have a massive breakout at lunchtime. I don't know if it's going to happen at lunchtime. I think it may happen at the close. You know what? I was getting excited because we're starting to ramp. Right before, like our around 12:30, you know, and it's pulled back. It's pulled back, and it's 114 already. So that now it could turn around, but I think the ramp is going to happen at the closing bell. It's going to happen at the closing bell. Look, the stock wants to go higher. It's very obvious, but I think we're going to have to wait till the closing bell. I think that's what's going to happen. What are the catalysts to move the stock? You want to know? What are the catalysts? There's a couple of catalysts. Now there's one. Okay, here's the thing. I believe this, again, my opinion only. This is my opinion. I believe the real catalyst is going to be, in terms of short term, is going to be M&A opportunities. I think they're looking at, again, this is my opinion. I think they're looking at M&A opportunities. That's going to get the market pumped up. Also, the revenues are growing. The market, for some reason, the market kind of got like, is not even paying attention to the revenue growth. The revenue growth is exploding, but it's, I mean, they went from a 0 to 5 million, but their customers are huge customers. Hang on a second. I'll show you what they do. Their customers are major customers. Okay, these are their customers. PepsiCo, Tiro Pro, I mean, these are massive companies. Pfizer, Lenovo, the Warner Brothers, NBC. Hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, so they got major Fortune 500 companies. And these are all like, you know, multi-million-dollar contracts. And by the way, these contracts, it takes a while to get them, but they're very sticky. So Adobe, NBC Universal, I'm looking here. So these are their clients. These are their clients. But what I think is going to move the stock is going to be M&A. I think they got some deals they're looking at, which is probably why they want to get the stock moving. Otherwise, why would they hire me? I mean, think about it. I mean, it's not like you know, like they got. I mean, I'm sure they got better things to do, right? Usually, look, companies hire us when, like, you know, they want to get the stock moving because they're about to do some M&A. That's the reality. And they have plenty of cash, so they're not raising cash. I think it's an M&A opportunity that they're looking at, and that's going to position the company in a whole new light. I think, again, that's my opinion. I don't have any information. And the stock is very cheap right now. Rocket Lab. You know, I own Rocket Lab. Folio Beams. I actually own Rocket Lab. Now, I made a mistake. I bought Rocket Lab I think it was the last month. It was like, because it was breaking out. And I bought it near the high. And I held it because I was like, you know, I know I should sell it. Wait, what is it? What's the symbol? Oh, yeah, RKLB. Yeah, RK. I should know that. Yeah, look at that. It's up bigly. I mean, right here actually is a good place to buy the stock because you have a breakout. I mean, Rocket Lab is a breakout. You got a breakout on the 50 moving average. I'm really tempted to buy it. I mean, I really should, because that's the smart move, is to buy it here. The smart move is to buy this breakout. Maybe I should buy some. Let me look at let me go into my account. Maybe I should buy some as we speak. Because I had it on my list. Should I buy some more? Because I don't believe in averaging down, because I had it higher. But now is really, I mean, I should have bought the pullback. You know, I should have bought the pullback. That's the reality. You know, you can never time these. The problem is you can't. It's very difficult to time these things. Okay, I think I may buy some. 500. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit to the Rocket Lab position. Well, I should add more. I'm buying. Look, I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid. I'm buying the breakout on Rocket Lab. And by the way, I don't like Rocket Lab in terms of the. It's purely. I mean, look, I understand what to do, etc. I don't like the valuation is very high. This thing is trading at crazy number. It's trading at a crazy number times revenues, very high multiple. But the reality though is the Rocket Lab thesis is how many rocket companies are there, right? So they basically it's a monopoly position. Okay, so you know more about this thing than I do. You seem to know a lot about this. I have a very basic understanding about what they're doing for Rocket Lab. But how many companies do you have that are space companies? SpaceX is not. So here's my thesis was this. My thesis is when SpaceX goes public, it's going to be at a crazy valuation. I mean, they already have an insane valuation in the private markets, and people are going to go bananas for SpaceX. And they're going to look at Rocket Lab as a poor man's SpaceX, which it really is. Rocket Lab is basically like the poor man's SpaceX. That's why it has a high valuation, because people can't buy SpaceX, so they're buying the Rocket Lab. But the Rocket Lab chart is really strong. The question is how high does this go? How high can Rocket Lab go? It could go to the moon. Rocket Lab, I mean, the chart looks amazing. Maybe I should buy some more. I just, at this point though, I mean, my account is kind of like, yeah, I'm basically, I don't have any cash. And I don't want to do margin. I don't like the margin. I mean, maybe I should sell something, take a loss at something. I should take a loss in something and buy Rocket Lab. I got a couple of dogs I could dump. We got some dogs to dump. What do we dump is the question. What do we dump is the question. No, I think Rocket Lab could go much higher than $80. Much, much higher. I think it could be, look, I'm not in it for $80. I think Rocket Lab, if it goes, it could be one of these, infinity type stocks. It go to $200, $300. It can go to the moon. Rocket Lab literally can go to the moon. I mean, literally. Not advice. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Anyway, let's take a look at CXAI. CXAI. By the way, if I had to choose between Rocket Lab and CXAI, both charts are breaking out. So which one is the one to buy, right? Rocket Lab, news on Rocket Lab. We're gonna have this is the Rocket Lab analysis here. We got okay, so we have, look at this. We have a breakout above the 200 moving average. We got a breakout above the 200 moving average on CXAI. I'm going to show you guys this thing. This is the 1 hour chart. The question is, when is it going to start to move? When is the moon time? Because nobody watching this has any patience. They want it immediately. Look at this. Yeah, this thing wants to go. All right. Salute de France. Salute de France. Bonjour. Now, here's the question. We got a guy from France. Here's the question. Did Emmanuel Macron, did he send a hit team from the French Foreign Legion to assassinate Candace Owens? Is that true? Is there French Foreign Legion? Is there a hit team coming out to assassinate Candace Owens? I mean, like, they got nothing better to do. This is what they're gonna do. I mean, this is crazy. All right, let's take a look here. RKLB, somebody, they had news? Shut it. We have a momentum breakout. Momentum Rocket Lab really looks like it wants to go to the moon. It really does, to Mars. Okay, let's pull up WorkSport. By the way, we haven't abandoned WorkSport. Just so you guys know, WorkSport I fully believe is a 10x upside. It's just, you know, it's been difficult. That stock has been a difficult mover. I don't know why. I don't know why, honestly. Okay, so, you know, we had WorkSport ready to break out. We have a golden cross and it pulls back. I got it up on the screen here. I don't know why it's not moving. The fundamentals on WorkSport are great. I don't know what it takes for WorkSport to move. I don't know, honestly. I believe WorkSport could be a $50 stock, but what's going to be the catalyst for it to move? Because everything has been thrown at it, you know, like it's not like nobody's promoting the stock, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they don't have news flow. So why is it not moving? It's a mystery. Anyway, look at this. CXAI, we got it up on the screen. It's starting to move. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna log off in a couple of minutes because, I mean, I know it's ready to go, but I can't spend all day here. I can't spend all day here. But take, I think it's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you, as soon as it's the matrix. The thing wants to go. This is CXAI, and this is the 5-minute chart. Okay, we got the breakout. We got the pennant formation. We got a pennant formation. The thing wants to go higher. Okay, it wants to go higher. Look at this. There we go. So what's interesting is this. What's interesting is, here's the crazy sick thing about the stock. Because there are options with CXAI, you may have a situation almost like GameStop. You may have like a GameStop type of situation. Because there's guys writing calls. There's guys, you know, you could have a GameStop situation. If somebody loads up on these calls, okay, you can have a massive epic short squeeze. You can have an epic short squeeze. I think I don't give buy-sell advice. I hope people load up on the calls. I hope you guys load up on the CXAI calls, the February calls. Again, I'm not giving buy-sell advice. But if people load up on those calls and there's an epic squeeze, this thing can like go to $5, like literally. It could be like literally a GameStop type of situation. Yeah, you can have an epic short squeeze in the stock. So I think what's going on is, I wonder if what are they doing? Are they buying? Are they buying the stock and selling the call? It's crazy. There's a lot of like some sort of option. There's some sort of option trade going on here. So CXAI. Let's see. Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's not. Okay. Now it got pushed down. Look at this. I think somebody's fooling around with the stock. I think there's like some short sellers. I think there's short sellers definitely playing around with this. All right, I think the big breakout's going to happen at the close. That's what's going to happen. Breakout at the close. Basically, we're bouncing along this moving average, the 50 moving average, on the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart. Excuse me, the 5-minute chart. Yeah, the breakout is going to be at the close. So that's the deal. We're almost at 5 million shares. You know what? I'm going to send out an email blast. We got an email blast that's going to go out. So I think that's what's going to move the stock today. All right, guys. I'll catch up with you at the close. It's 1:30. I'll catch up with you at 3:30 Eastern. Okay, YouTube, logging off. We'll catch up with you guys at 1:30. Excuse me, 3:30.